Well, hello and welcome to the August 2026 issue of the Be More Mancroft podcast. My name's Edward Carter.
And I'm Judy Ball.
And it's lovely you've joined us again. Well, Judy, August is sort of height of summer month, really, isn't it?
It certainly is, and boy, it's hot.
Yes, well, we've had a lot of hot weather so far in the summer, but yes, very hot. And I don't know about your garden, but mine is looking very dusty and dry. The grass is not a hint of green left at all, really.
Not at all. I've lost one or two plants. And I've lost my eucryphia tree, I think. It's looking very... Yes, it's
What's a eucryphia tree? Sounds intriguing.
I saw it when I was down in Chichester years ago. And I asked if I could... I was interested in it, and apparently it's... Yeah, I think it originates in Cornwall or somewhere. Oh. And I did decide to buy a small one.
Yeah.
And I've had some lovely flowers over it. It looks like a white rose, really.
Oh, right. So 3 years. It's a tree. Not a rose bush.
10 years now.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's died.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
I've tried to water it, but it's difficult.
No. Well, we've got one or two vegetable-y type plants as well, and they're all looking pretty limp and lame, really. Yeah. But a little bit of water. No hose pipes, of course. Definitely no hose pipes.
No.
But the odd watering can helps.
I know, and that's not easy either.
No, that's true. No. And of course, August, as well as lovely hot weather or too hot weather, is well, classically, it's that great school holiday. Do you have fond memories of school holidays from years ago?
I do, actually. Yeah. Yes, my friend and I used to cycle all over the place.
Lovely. Yeah. Well, I've certainly seen. I've seen children in the city centre. You know the first week of school holidays, you see the youngsters, slightly older secondary school children, and they're roaming around, great excitement, out on their own. So that's lovely. And the younger ones with their parents, perhaps, or someone caring for them. Yeah, and lots have been coming into church.
Just
actually.
What I was going to say. Lots of crosses have gone recently.
Yes.
The children love
the pocket crosses. They do. And we're running in the church on Thursdays and Fridays through the whole of the summer now. And we're running some craft activities, art and craft activities.
Oh yes, of course you are.
Yeah, it's a bit like we did when the hidden artwork was in last summer. To sort of echo from that. And I met a lovely family the other day. And I had a little chat with them, actually, and I recorded it. So we'll listen to that now.
Yes.
I'm here in the church, and this summer we're doing some art activities. It's a follow-up from the hidden exhibition last year. Some art activities in the church, and met a lovely family here. So are you enjoying doing the art here today? What are you drawing? Do tell me.
Colouring.
Yeah, doing some colouring. That's great, isn't it? You've got, I think, is that an orange unicorn? I think it is. Yay. Great. And now you're doing a word search. Amazing. Which words have you found so far?
Stories, magic, and hidden.
Hidden, that's right. Yeah, hidden. It's a good word. Nice. Oh, good. So what do you enjoy most about being here today, would you say, as a family?
Okay, I feel like it is one of the good initiative because during summer holidays we are in the house sticking to screen all the time. Yeah. So this is like a bit different. We are exploring the kids are doing some art activity over here. They are happy exploring those colors, drawing, coloring. Yeah. So some off-screen time and
Sounds brilliant. So pleased you're here. It's wonderful. And we're running these things, I think, Thursdays and Fridays right through the summer. So you're more than welcome to come back whenever you like.
Sure. Definitely I will take this time to, spend with kids and understand them, as well as even they are enjoying, and I'm enjoying. I'm helping them coloring things. So even I am enjoying. So definitely I'll take this time to come back again.
Lovely. It's great to meet you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, it was a good interview, and I liked the bit about the mum saying, it's good to get the children away from the screens. Because so many children spend so much time on the phones.
I know.
So it's lovely to think that they are being encouraged to do something else, and they're obviously enjoying it.
Yeah. Orange unicorn. Have you ever have you painted an orange unicorn before?
Never.
No.
I do like unicorns, but I've never painted an orange one.
No, yeah. Well, it's interesting because I can remember as a child, obviously we didn't have computers or phones or anything like that, so summer holidays would be, I don't know, scrabbling around out in the garden really, or making things, playing games. And I can just remember even when my two boys, who are in their 30s now, even when they were young, there wasn't really much in the way of computery distractions. It was just starting then. Yeah.
I tell you what did come onto the market when my boys were young was Lego.
Oh, Lego,
The start of Lego.
Yes. Well, now that's a proper toy, that is. Yeah, definitely.
I loved it.
I enjoyed that when I was young. Fantastic, yeah. Well, actually, thinking about all the computers and the screen time and all of that, we've got a very interesting morning coming up this month, August. I think it's Saturday the 15th, and it's just a sort of conversation morning with Justin Reynolds, who's a member of the church.
Yes.
He's a thinker and a writer, and he's written a small book recently about AI, artificial intelligence.
Right.
Yeah. What do you think of artificial intelligence, Judy?
Not very keen on it.
No, well, yeah. Anyway, this morning with Justin is going to be interesting, and I had a chance to meet up with him just to ask him about it. So let's listen to the chat I had with him. Well, I'm actually here with a good friend of mine. I'm going to call you a good friend, Justin. It's great to be here with you. Justin Reynolds, who's very much part of St Peter Mancroft Church. But, well, Justin, you're a great writer. You write and think about all sorts of things. And I've got here a book that you've written really quite recently, AI and the Writer. Was it this year?
Yes, it was earlier this year. And it started off as reflections on the craft of writing after the sudden advent of artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Started off as I started a Substack blog on it.
Right. So that's a kind of interesting information on a blog, isn't it? I think Substack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's the most fashionable means, I suppose one could say, of creating small essays. And I work as a writer. I write content for businesses.
Okay. So that's sort of comments and perhaps interesting articles about how business works.
Yes. Basically, I write if a client requires content for their website or blog posts or articles or reports.
Yeah.
Writing is a laborious business.
Yeah. But hang on a minute. I thought this is what AI can do. Do you still have a job writing? Well, you obviously write about AI, but could AI not do everything?
Well, Edward, it's personal because now writers are no longer competing just with other business writers and content writers, but artificial intelligence has revolutionized the way in which people who don't write can create content.
Yeah.
One can you can use something like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, not merely as a research tool. It does a wonderful job of researching material for you. But once one has done that research, it will prompt the user, would you like me to write a 1,000-word article on the subject?
Yeah.
And clearly for non-writers, the temptation to just click yes is overwhelming rather than seeking out a professional writer to write on their behalf.
So hang on a minute. Supposing there was a vicar at a church in Norwich who had to preach a sermon and sort of asked one of these artificial intelligence engines, well, I've got to preach this Sunday, the Bible readings are this, and the congregation will be hundreds very engaged, intelligent people. What suggestions do you have? And then it came back saying, well, you could do a sermon featuring these 10 things. And then there'll be a little button at the bottom saying, would you like me to create your text for your sermon? And if it said yes, I could just click on yes, and then I'd be given a sermon.
Yes, well, clearly that's a fantastical scenario. But in the unlikely event that such a possibility could arise, the whole point of what I'm trying to argue in this book is that, of course, we can use artificial intelligence as a research tool. It is quite extraordinary what it can do. But when it comes to actually constructing an argument and writing the piece itself, I'm very insistent that the writer must craft the article themselves, building it block by block, argument by argument, idea by idea, sentence by sentence, embellishing it with style.
Yeah.
Because I think that writing is writing is the primary means by which we can clarify what it is that we want to say.
Okay. Yeah.
And if we handle over that aspect of writing to a machine, then we're no longer writers. We're overseeing something. We're reduced to editors.
Okay. Well, I think I understand. Yeah. Anyway, there's going to be a morning this month, August, on the Saturday the 15th, I think it is. We're going to have a conversation, the two of us, in the Octagon at church.
That's right.
And remind me, what have we called that morning? Something about AI and the Christian faith, perhaps?
Yes, I think it's just called AI and the Writer, but my book is not. I should say that my book is not a specifically Christian work.
No.
It's kind of defending. I would describe it as a kind of a humanist defense of the art and the craft of writing, but we are going to be looking at setting the mainstreaming of artificial intelligence within the Christian context.
Yeah. Well, sounds good, because I think the new Pope produced a document quite recently, didn't he?
He did.
About all of this, so we'll touch on that. Yeah. Wonderful. So, Justin, have you been a writer for a long time?
Well, on and off for the last, showing my age now, for the last 30 years.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
When I've always loved language, and really at university I really learned how to attempt to think rigorously and use language clearly, and that skill has been very useful for the various jobs I've had. I've returned to writing as my primary profession in the last 5 to 10 years or so.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
And because you've been in Norwich now for a few years, haven't you? I think you were in London before then, perhaps?
Yes, that's right. I worked in London for a few years and moved to Norwich nearly 3 years ago now.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, it's a good place, Norwich. I mean, I wasn't born and bred here, but I've kind of adopted it as home, and
yes,
it's a good place.
So I'm coming home really. I'm from East Anglia, so this is a very late return home.
Fantastic. Good. Well, it's wonderful that when you did come to Norwich 3 years ago, with Julie, of course, you both came and joined St Peter Mancroft Church, and it's always lovely to see you on a Sunday morning, and you're involved in many ways. But I'm very excited about this discussion morning. Of course, I think it was last year we did a similar thing with a book of some poems that you'd written.
Yes, that's right. Yes, you very kindly asked me to, when I mentioned it in passing, right, you very kindly asked if we could have a discussion morning. That was a rather different book.
Yes, but then there was actually some poems you'd written.
Yes, that was a collection of poems really inspired by East Anglia, just the landscape here and the history and, the ancient presence of Christianity in Norfolk and Suffolk. Yeah. So, yes, so this book is, this new event is a successor to that. But,
different subject.
In a rather different tone.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, as I say, I'm very much looking forward to it, and thank you, Justin, for agreeing to do that morning. And it's been lovely to chat now.
Yes.
Thank you ever so much.
Thank you very much, Edward. A pleasure.
Oh, that was interesting. I thought I might perhaps go to that talk, although I might be welcoming that day, but if I'm not, I might go along, because I have my doubts about AI, but that, if you're talking about writing, what it was talking about writing, which is not too invasive and it's not affecting us and going to take over humanity. You see, the trouble is, I've seen too many Terminator films.
Oh, wow, you're a fan of Terminator, are you, Judy? Fantastic. Yeah. I'm trying to remember if I've seen those films, but I love science fiction and futuristic stuff.
Well, Skynet and AI taking over, robots, and it's frightening, really.
Yeah, well, yes, I suppose.
And it's happening.
Do you think it really is?
Well, yes, the robot thing is becoming stronger and stronger, and they're doing all sorts of things with them.
Have you got robots here in the house?
No, I haven't.
Yes, well, I'm interested in AI. It seems to me, it's a very powerful tool, a bit like Well, a bit like, well, not really like we used to scrabble around with our hands to plant potatoes, and then someone invented the plough and the other agricultural machinery. Of course, people who used to weave in their houses felt very threatened by modern machinery,
True.
big factories.
True. Yes.
So in that sense, maybe AI is just a kind of new tool which will affect things, will affect people, and some jobs quite a lot, but nonetheless is just a handy tool that will help us do things better. Or there's your Terminator scenario.
Have someone to come and destroy Skynet.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and they'll somehow, this is something new and different, and AI will take over the world.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I don't really know. Perhaps we won't know.
We shall see. Well, it's a long time ahead, I think.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
Well, things are changing quickly, aren't they?
That's very true. Technology goes leaps and bounds.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, I can remember probably more than 5 years ago now, there was an interesting website where you could ask it to compose music for you.
Oh.
And it wasn't very good, but it made sort of background music.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, well, that's a shame it's not better, really. And then probably a year or two ago, someone pointed me in the direction of another music-making website, and it was amazing. You could type in words, and it would basically produce a song of someone singing those words and proper music. And that was more than a year ago now, so I expect now it's even better. Yeah, so you do worry, particularly about the creative arts and designers. I know translators are particularly worried, and maybe writers. Yeah, well, we'll have to see.
So watch this.
We'll have to see, but I promise I won't use AI to preach a sermon. Definitely not. I'm sure everyone would notice straight away. It'd be very bland and boring. Yeah. Yeah. Well, some people think that in August the church gets very quiet, nothing much happening. But actually, well, in some ways it's quiet. The choir's on holiday, some things quieten down. But we have a huge number of visitors all through the summer. And I met a lovely American man, actually, the other day. So I'm going to play the clip that I made with him now. Well, I'm here at the church, a busy Saturday, noises in the city, and someone visiting, I think, from America. Lovely to see you today. What's brought you to the church today?
We come to the church. I'm part of a group that is privileged to be singing at the cathedral this week in our choir. And as part of that journey, wanting to explore the rich liturgical tradition around Norwich and seeing the church here.
Fantastic. Well, the cathedral is a great place, lovely place to sing. I was ordained there as a priest, in fact, so it's a great place. But what have you enjoyed about St Peter Mancroft today?
What I've really enjoyed is being welcomed to listen to the ringers in the bell tower. That's a tradition we really don't have much of in the U.S. It's much less common. And to see that an active part of liturgy and part of the church's life here.
Nice. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for visiting. Blessings on your visit over here. Great to chat today.
Thank you. Great to chat with you.
I was actually at the church when you were talking to that American gentleman. I spoke to him before. I didn't know what he was here for. I just sort of said hello and etc. Just the usual welcome. I didn't realise until you started talking about the choir.
Yes, he's a lovely chap. That does happen. People who are in choirs, church choirs in particular, if they're a good choir, and they go on a sort of summer holiday or a tour, and go and sing, usually in a cathedral. Sometimes at Mancroft we do have visiting choirs in the summer.
Oh, I know we do. Yes, we have had. Yes.
That's right. I don't think there are any this summer. So. But it's a lovely thing to do because it's a combined holiday and doing something you all love as a group.
Of course.
So, I'm sure his choir was amazing and had a good time at the cathedral. Yeah, goodness me. Well, have you had anyone ask you who was St Peter Mancroft recently?
No, I haven't.
No?
Not recently.
I've had people say, who wondering who he was. And I'm afraid I just sort of say, well, there were lots of St Peter churches in Norwich.
Oh, yes,
and,
I believe I heard you say
yeah, that's right. Ones. And so it was about knowing which one, the Mancroft one. But I do like the idea that there was a St Peter Mancroft still, and being patron saint of something interesting. I wonder what we could think of. I mean,
not robots.
Well, yes. Do you think have robots got a patron saint?
I doubt it.
No, they should have one though, probably, shouldn't they?
Go on.
Well, I mean, if they're going to be running the world, they'll obviously need a patron.
That's the point. That is a point.
Yes. Okay. Well, St Peter Mancroft is as good as any other saint. So,
of course.
what can we think for him? St Peter Mancroft, patron saint of robots, or and maybe patron saint of artificial intelligence.
Yes,
gosh,
maybe
that might be rather unpopular with some people.
Well, that's true.
Maybe is there, like Terminator films? Do they have patron saints in them? You're an expert on these things.
I love those films.
Yeah. Well, I think patron saint of robots. How about that? Okay. He's collecting quite a few things, isn't he? St Peter Mancroft. He'd be patron saint of almost anything you could think of. Yeah.
On the Earth.
But I think patron saint of robots. Okay. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll go for that.
Well, tell all your house robots, and they'll be delighted, I'm sure.
Will do.
Good. Well, Judy, as always, it's been lovely to catch up.
Yes.
It will be nice when it's not quite so hot and we get a bit of rain. But anyway, August is a lovely month.
Yes,
much to be enjoyed. Yes. And thank you all for joining us as well. And we hope we'll see you again in September when we chat again.
Yes, we will.